Number one.
Oh, God. Are we there yet?
We are there.
I'm so scared.
An hour later. Potentially the greatest GOOGAN affiliate of all time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So we're talking about past, present, potential future, likability, consistency, just the whole bag. This man's got the bag. Is that what you're telling me?
This is a bagged up man.
This is a baggy man. Okay. All right.
Without further ado. My mom texts me.
Yeah? You want to read it live on air? What did she say?
Don't quit the podcast.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Mama Oswald on my side, baby. Welcome back to another episode of Fishing After Dark with the Beard and the Badge. I am the beard. He's the badge.
That's right.
And, of course, we're presented, as always, by ShopCarls.com. It's a new year. And Shop Carls, new year, new us. And Shop Carls is the same great place to get cheap, not cheap, but discounted fishing gear.
Illegal product.
Illegal?
Because it's so good.
It's so freaking good, it should be illegal. It's the cheapest place to buy GOOGAN baits on the internet. I'm pretty sure we've got a special promo just for the Fishing After Dark listeners and viewers. We will give you guys that information in about 20 minutes. What's up, dog? You good?
Yeah, it was going down the wrong way, but I saved it.
Now, I'm noticing the big jug over here. What's the story with that?
We're fighting one kidney stone at a time.
So my little kidney stone thing must have got y'all thinking about
Yeah.
better stay hydrated.
Told my wife I don't want to go through that. So
Yeah.
And I'm fat. So
No, dog.
I got a couple bike tires around the waist.
You got a couple pounds. We all got a couple pounds that we this time of year definitely got a couple pounds that we don't want to have.
Yeah.
I told you earlier that I've lost like 12 or 13 pounds since that kidney stone because I mean, one, it just took it out of me. Like I didn't want to do anything for a couple days. And then when I had surgery to have it removed because I couldn't pass it, that put me down for another 3 days. So it was just like a whole freaking just pain meds, water. So basically drinking a ton of water flushed my system out, got a lot of water weight out. I wasn't eating a lot. And even now I'm eating small meals, but like not healthy, but like generally healthy meals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like being more conscious about what I eat. So I'm on the way, man. I wanted to lose like 25. So I'm already like halfway there.
That's dope.
I haven't even been exercising that much either, just outside of my normal daily routine. So
I want to lose about 25, 30.
yeah.
I carry it in my cheeks and my waist.
Yeah, you carry it really low centered. I'm a little bit higher. I carry a lot of stuff up here. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, it's coming up, man. New year, new us.
That's right.
New Year's resolutions is Badge wants to lose 80 pounds.
I want to lose 95 pounds.
And I want to lose another 12 or 13 to get down to what my ideal weight. But enough of that. We got a special podcast today. In fact, this was 100% recommended by one of you guys. I wish I had the comment. I might have the comment screenshot. I might be able to like say who said it. But basically, somebody had the bright idea that we could rank like GOOGAN Squad affiliate YouTube channels.
Okay.
From best to worst or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Very kind of interesting though, right?
Yeah.
Like an interesting thought. Let me see. Oh, I might have it. I might have the person. No, I don't. Sorry. There's that guy that caught the world record or that record fish right down the road from you, right?
Yeah. What a sick man.
You don't want to talk about that, do you?
I don't.
Yeah. So you guys did not know the state record, right?
Yeah, it was 2 ounces from the world record.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically a world record shoal bass was caught where you've fished before.
Yeah, a few
Many
different.
times.
I've fished a few different areas, and there's nobody's going to tell their secrets, but we kind of know roundabout what he was throwing, where he was.
What was he throwing? Can you
Can't
say?
tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, I know where he was because you've taken me there once before.
Yeah.
And we didn't catch.
Video didn't go live. No.
Yeah.
That was
we
one.
didn't catch anything.
Yeah, I scrapped
And
it.
we messed up my prop for the 8th time.
Yeah, we did. And I jumped in the freezing water.
You were like, "No, we got this, man." Like 2 seconds there, hitting a rock with a prop. I was just like, "Well, all right." I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
Yep.
Dude, the river is so sketchy where you live, man. There's
it's gnarly.
There's spots where it's like 6 inches deep and it's just rock in the middle of the river.
Yeah.
So like Jesus with a boat, man, that is just scary.
It's intense.
But that was some news that happened. But yeah, so this podcast was recommended to us by a viewer on YouTube. Also, I want to say something real quick to some of you guys who've been asking. So the reason why I release the audio version of the podcast like a few days after the video version is because we want to encourage you guys to come to YouTube and watch the podcast. And that's really what we envisioned when we made this, was it was a video podcast, like a Rogan type thing. So you can listen to it on the radio, but we want you to watch it and listen on YouTube, right? Yeah. So, but what I'll do is, because a lot of people, they want the one on Spotify and Apple. They want it immediately as soon as it drops on YouTube. So what I'm going to start doing is maybe dropping it like the next day or something like that. You know what I mean? Instead of waiting days. I'm going to try to do better about that. I do apologize about that, guys. So all of our audio listeners, we love y'all too, and we value you guys on Apple and Spotify. Speaking of that, before we dive into this,
you got them comments?
Oh, I got some reviews, baby.
Reviews.
And if you guys didn't know, on Apple Podcasts, you can actually subscribe to the channel, and you can write a review and leave a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. We got 615 now. Oof. Organic. That's great. Yeah. I mean, that's fantastic. Couldn't be happier about that. All right, we got Grandpa Tickles, 5,000. And if you guys also don't know, we love the freaking usernames. I think people are making crazy usernames because we always say we love the usernames. But
yeah, I love when Grandpa Tickles.
I knew you were going to say it.
Sorry.
So old Grandpa Tickles, it said, love the podcast and all the guests. Got to get Davey Gravy on. Would be hilarious to listen to and even funnier to watch him.
Yeah,
that's what we said. And AO interact on the YouTube version. Yeah. Yeah, seeing Davey is going to be better than listening to him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't mean he doesn't sound good. I just mean watching him in this situation over there sitting next to you, I cannot wait.
Oh, it's going to be good.
So we've got that planned, by the way. There is a Davey Gravy podcast in the works.
Yeah,
right?
we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to happen. Not sure when, but probably soon, right?
Soon.
Okay. So on to the next one. We'll do 3. This one, I can't say his name because it's just a bunch of letters, but #BringBackNorm. And he repeated the #BringBackNorm like 6 times. So
okay,
Norm has been a favorite guest of the podcast.
A little overrated, but
yeah, just slightly.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we love you, Norm. Next comment, Chris in South Carolina. The subject says cheese. You remember old sweaty cheese balls? This isn't him, but the comment says, "Hey, I like cheese. Sweaty cheese balls. Yeah, balls." He.
I feel like that's you at about midnight at night. You're just like, let me troll the whole audience.
I'm not going to say that I've left comments before, but, I have given our podcast a couple 5-star reviews here and there. Got to get them reviews up.
Yeah, man.
But I have never wrote one, though. Maybe I should. Maybe me and you should start trolling each other with, fake accounts. Okay, well. Yeah, no 420 PPs references in there. There's been a lot of 420 PP references in these comments. Oh, yeah. 1 out of every 5 says something about 420 PPs.
Yeah.
By the way, man, if you're still watching, shout out to you, man. You have been supporting me for a long time. And now you're supporting Badge, too, with the hate.
Yeah,
so, the haters don't understand, man. The hate pays just like the love does to us. It makes no difference to us.
Haters pay more attention than lovers.
100%.
That's a crazy thing to think about.
Because that dude is subscribed to both of our channels. Like that's a fact.
If you're gonna hate properly, you have to study properly.
That's right. You got to be active. You got to be out there checking out our new uploads and watching them and finding something we say in the video and then attacking it. So you got to be really dedicated.
Yeah, you got to be paying attention, taking notes. So appreciate you putting my kids through college.
Yeah, dude, for sure. 420 PP, shout out. Yeah. I'll never say your real username because I'll never give you that much clout. But hey, I appreciate it at this point.
I do too.
That dude's been carrying my channel for years.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he is clicking on them as soon as they pop up, probably. He's probably hitting the dislike button, but now you can't even see dislikes on YouTube, so who cares?
It's interaction, baby.
It's interactions. That's like such a shot to the haters on YouTube when YouTube changed the dislike button. Now it doesn't show how many, it's just got a button. It's just like a middle finger to the haters now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now you'll never know if a video has more dislikes than likes.
I kind of like my dislikes though, man.
I'm going to say, I said this when they first did it. I was like, I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like seeing 3,000 likes to 50 dislikes. Like that's a good ratio, man. We're doing really good here.
Yeah.
Or whatever, whatever it would be.
And if I put a video out, now it might not get as many likes, but I want to know, did people dislike it as well?
It keeps your finger on the pulse of your fan base.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. But I will say, I think it's encouraged people to go from the like button to the comment section.
Really?
I don't know.
Or from the dislike button to the comment section?
Maybe I should just stay out of the comment section. That's what I tried to say, but
that's a good rule of thumb. I mean, I definitely like to go down there and look at the first 50 comments or so, because those are typically like your hardcore fans who are really watching the video, commenting something useful.
I'll go back and see which comments get liked up a lot, so you can see what a majority of people agree with. Because sometimes I'll put a video out that sucks, and I need to know it sucks, so I don't suck again.
Yeah. I mean, look at this podcast right now that we're making. This was a suggestion. It was a comment on one of our other podcasts, and then it got liked up a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So I saw all those likes on this comment. I was like, oh, man, we got to do this because a lot of people agree with this guy.
Yep.
So whoever made the comment, shout out to you. I apologize. I did not. I thought I screenshotted it, and I was going to say your username. But are we going to dive right into this, man? Or
yeah,
where
we
are we
need
at?
to.
Oh, gosh, we're 10 minutes in. Yeah, we need to get popping here. So, okay, so ranking. Okay, so let's first just establish what is a GOOGAN affiliate, because we're all familiar with the GOOGAN squad. I think we're all familiar with who was the original members, who's in it now. But what do you consider like an affiliate? Because that was specifically in the comment. Like, there's a lot of channels that work with GOOGAN. Is that rain?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to bother us.
No, it's fine. There's a lot of people who have either worked with GOOGAN Baits or been to a GOOGAN week or been friends with GOOGAN but never officially worked for GOOGAN. So that's what I consider affiliate. What do you consider a GOOGAN affiliate?
Pretty much somebody who works with GOOGAN that was not like inducted into the squad.
Not one of the squad members.
So it's just like that,
so we
that's
really
a large group of people, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, GOOGAN Baits have been everywhere on YouTube, so there's probably thousands of people.
Probably people we have no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels out there that, really small, and we just might not know, and we apologize, of course, if we forget anybody, but I mean, hey, we're just doing our best here. I can't name every single channel that's ever worked with GOOGAN before.
No, me neither.
I don't have that kind of info.
It's not my job.
Yeah. So now ranking them best to worst, that's where things get a little hairy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys realize, but when you're in a profession, it's really not generally good to attack other people in your profession, generally, or at least
on your same team.
Yeah, on your same team. Because Badge and myself are both. I don't know what I'm in the squad, but I was an affiliate.
In love.
I was what? In love?
What?
You're not supposed to say that on live.
My fault.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the squad, but I was an affiliate first. Now you're currently an affiliate, but I mean, one day, very soon, you could be joining the squad.
If I upload more than once a year.
That is a fact. But we can call Kendrick, too. We can call him right now. And just ask him if you're in yet or not.
Yeah, just text him. Just say why or no. Just why or in.
Yeah. Do you like Badge? Yes or no? Like old school, middle school, like passing a note.
Yeah.
Do you like me? Yes,
you
no,
like
maybe.
Do you want me, Kendrick?
I love the maybe option on that. Do you like me? The maybe. What if somebody clicks maybe? What do you do with that? Wait, she might like? Oh, God. Oh, what do I do now? I'd rather you just say no than maybe.
Yeah.
Just give me a hard no, and I'll leave you alone forever.
Don't toy with me.
All right, so let's dive right into this, man. So me and Badge have compiled a list, right? And we think we've come up with 10 what we believe to be the better or best GOOGAN affiliates.
I would say this is the top 10 best GOOGAN affiliates in the world.
Ooh. Now, we did say we're not sure if we're talking about all time or like what we expect from them in the future. To me, it's more of like a future thing.
Yep.
Like, hey, watch out for these 10 people next year because, some of them could pop off hard. Now, as far as the parameters of how we're ranking these guys, that's not the right word.
It sounded good.
Criteria. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
So we're judging these people on 3 things, basically. So number 1, potential.
Okay.
And that, like we just said, future potential. Like, how good could they do next year?
Yeah.
Number 2, likability. That's pretty simple. I mean,
yeah. Do you like them? Do you hate them?
Do you like? And most people on this list you would think would be likable because they've at least made some name for themselves.
Yeah, they're all likable. It's just some you like more.
Correct. And then third, which is very important, consistency.
Yep.
Okay, and that's just, once again, that goes along with your potential, because if you're not consistent, it's really hard for me to think that you're just going to one day wake up and be consistent.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got to see it. I'm one of them people, I got to see it to believe it. So that's the 3 things we're judging these people on, and I would like to start at number 10, if you don't mind that.
Okay.
Now, I've omitted myself because I'm a member now. I'm not a affiliate.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I was an affiliate, but I'm not anymore. Well, wait till you hear who number 10 is.
Guys, it's January. We all know January sucks. Christmas is gone. New Year's is over. We've already lost out on all of our resolutions. But the one thing you don't have to stop doing is buying fishing gear. Rods, reels, line, lures. Shop Carl's has you covered, and for the best prices anywhere. If you're a Carl's Club member, you're going to basically get 30% off the entire store. It is one of the cheapest places you can ever find GOOGAN baits on the entire internet. So go ahead, visit shopcarls.com, link in the description. Now back to the pod.
So we're going to start at number 10, work our way down. And 10 being, I mean, not the worst, like the person said to do, but this is like, you know, it's kind of like an honorable mention for me.
Yeah, it's the least of the best.
Okay. Well, without further ado, number 10, we have got AO Fishing. You made the list, dude.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Number 10. Had some fireworks. Just shoot some confetti off in here.
Yeah.
Would that have been better for you?
Yeah.
Okay, look, here's the deal, man. I kind of slipped AO in there. We were originally not going to have either one of us. But let's be honest. Badge is probably one. He could be number 1 on this list easily because the potential you have for this year is massive. And we all know that. So, but I did put you at number 10. Let's just pull up your stats real quick. I had a really impressive thing I was going to say about you that I found out.
Okay.
So I went to every single person's channel on this list, and I screenshotted their main channel just to kind of see, like, subscriber count, number of videos, popular uploads, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So, and most, I'm just going to go through blindly so you don't know who these people are, but this is how many videos they've done.
Okay.
254, 299, 531, 574, 476, 551, 473, 641, Ooh. And 92. Okay, so I just realized this too. You have only done 88 videos.
Really?
And you have surpassed a lot of those people I just named. In subscriber count. And I don't know, probably total views too, I would imagine. But
that's crazy.
Isn't that incredible? Like, you haven't even hit 100 videos yet. And according to the old laws of YouTube, you're supposed to have to do 100 videos before you even get traction. So now, to be fair, you did have a channel before. And you had an old channel that you did upload a lot too.
Yeah.
But I still think that's a really impressive stat. Go ahead.
For sure. And I would say when it comes to my videos, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I don't upload as frequently.
I've never noticed that.
No. It's kind of, a lot of people don't notice, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you're saying the number's so low?
Yeah.
Just don't upload enough?
Yeah.
Well, it's incredibly impressive that you've gotten 176,000 subscribers, which is where you were today when I first screenshotted this. 88 videos. So you're on pace to be pushing 200,000 within 100 videos, which is just incredible. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. I mean, that's like, I'm trying to just think of a comparison. And my mind always goes back to jigging, jigging with Jordan, because he did have a meteoric rise. I mean, it was, once he started hitting hard videos, like viral videos, it was just a straight uphill trajectory for like 2 years. I mean, it was just, I'd never seen anything like it.
Yep.
But yeah, so you made the list at number 10, man. How do you feel about that, being in the top 10 list for the best GOOGAN Squad affiliate channels?
I'm honored, dude. I'm just glad to be here. Glad to be a part, Hoping I don't stay in the affiliate range forever. We'll see.
Well, at the rate you're going, I would just have to think that that's not possible.
You know what I want? I want a talented camera guy and editor.
Yeah, we need to put the call out again, man. Somebody's got to get up with Badge. He's desperately in need for a cameraman / editor, mainly an editor, but somebody that's near you, right? I mean, you got to have somebody remote.
And I want you to have like some form of experience
with the editing realm, especially, right?
Yeah.
Because camera stuff can be taught, but the editing, you got to know how to edit.
So yeah, email me.
aofishing@gmail.com.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. All right, my friend. Well, I'm gonna pass it back to you for number 9.
I got number 9 for us.
Nice. Send it.
Logan Anderson.
Logan Anderson Fishing.
That's our good buddy.
That is our buddy. Got one of the best lakes, small lakes, big pond, small lakes. Got one of the best fisheries in my area for sure.
Yeah, that place
you've been there many times.
Fired up. It's juiced up. Needs a little bit of maintenance.
Does need about 10,000 small fish to be removed, but
No, but he uploads about 8 times more than me a week, so
That's a fact.
I need to talk to him about how to get on a healthy upload schedule.
Let me give his stats real quick, and then you can continue on with your little stutter. It happens about 2 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give him the stats. So he's got 19.4 thousand subscribers, so almost 20. Now he's done 254 videos. So what?
I'm sorry, your stutter, dude.
I know. It's not even real. Once I stumbled, I did it on purpose.
Yeah, and then you just flowed straight into it. Happens about 2 times a year.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You recovered. I missed every stat you said, though. I was laughing about it.
He's almost at 20,000 subs.
Okay,
he's right
20K.
at. And he's done
that's dope.
Yeah, I mean, he's done like 250 videos.
250?
Yeah, he's put out a lot of content.
Gosh dang it, dude.
Yeah, so he probably uploads right now like once a week or twice a week, I think. But there was times like in the summer where he was uploading a lot.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 times a week.
So he's got some of that consistency's coming into play. But why did you put him at number 9?
I believe he is the smallest subscriber-based creator we have on the list.
Maybe there might be one other that challenges him for that, but we'll get there. In fact, we'll be there next.
And he's the newest, I will say, of the list.
He hasn't been around that long.
No, he hasn't.
It's like 2 years.
And
right?
Yeah, I would say he's really young. You know what I mean?
God, he's only 17 years old, I think.
17?
I think, or maybe 8. He could be 18, but he's very young. He's in his teens for sure.
He's young. Dude, I wish I would have started when I was 17.
Dude, no kidding.
Could you imagine if you started YouTube when you were 17?
Can you imagine having that lake in your backyard while starting fishing YouTube at 16?
It gives you so much time to fall on your face when you start young.
Right.
Because I started at 19, 20. I've deleted my previous channel. It was horrendous. I hope nobody finds it.
You deleted it, right?
Gone.
The River Steward.
Dang it.
Is what it was called.
I hate you for that.
Me and Holly, man, I'm sorry. We make fun of that name all the time.
You should.
It's a meme. Yeah, in our house.
Dang.
And anytime I say anything about like going to the river or anything like that, she's like I'll be walking outdoors. She's like, make sure you bring a steward with you.
Oh, frick.
So Holly's basically the one roasting it more than me.
Yeah.
But,
frick me. But, like I said, you got time to fall on your face. So.
No, 100%. I agree with you. The younger you can start anything, the better. Because more time to learn, more time to watch other people who have been doing it longer, which he's done. He's worked with us a lot. He's collabed with us a lot.
He's got potential. He's a good guy. He's funny.
Does have potential. Loves to fish. His personality has grown a lot.
He's
last
growing.
couple of years.
He's growing.
He has gotten better with a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of people start their YouTube channel and they suck on camera. Let's just be honest.
And
we've all been like. That's why I feel comfortable saying people suck because I sucked hard.
I was the worst of the worst. I was the worst of the worst.
So it's nice when somebody is getting better. You can see signs of improvement on camera. That's a big thing. If you're not comfortable on camera, I hate to tell you, it's going to be hard to make it.
It's tough.
You got to be comfortable with a camera in your face when whatever the hell is happening is happening. So that's a really good number 9, man. This list it's got a lot of potential. I'm excited. We hadn't even gotten to the heavy hitters yet. There's some heavy hitters on this list. Heavy.
So heavy.
All right, coming in at number 8, we've got our good friend who you have not met yet, I don't think, but you need to.
Okay.
Fishing with Becca.
Dude.
What's the first thing that pops into your mind when I say fishing with Becca?
First thing that pops in my mind. Number 8? You think she's number 8?
Yeah, I think so.
How big is her channel?
Okay, let's pull up some stats.
I thought she would be a little bit higher.
No, and you were right, by the way. I think Logan is the smallest one on this list. She has 26,000 subscribers.
Okay. I thought she was bigger for some reason.
It does seem like she's got a bigger channel. It's just because she's been in so many GOOGAN Squad episodes and she's collabed with the guys so much, you just kind of feel like she should have more of an audience.
She's very calm on camera. You know what I mean? She seems comfortable on camera. One of the most comfortable on the list.
And she's gotten a lot better. I will tell you because I've filmed with her many, many times, and she has gotten better almost every time I've worked with her.
Okay.
So I'll give her nothing but credit on that. She's done almost 300 videos, 299.
Woo!
So
consistent.
Consistency's definitely there.
Dude, they're just wiping me on the floor with their upload schedule, man. It's fine.
It makes you wonder what OAO would be like if he was putting out 3 or 4 a week. It might be a freaking unstoppable force. But maybe we'll find out this year. Maybe
we're going to. This year is my year, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's why you're on the list, because of your potential. You know?
I deleted Norm's phone number. I'm focused.
Just done with him. Done. You don't need that negativity.
Nope. So negative.
Accountant's trying to call me. Not gonna answer it.
Yeah, I don't need
He's
that.
49 minutes late.
You're
not gonna do it.
Your taxes anyway.
The IRS. He's just joking. If the IRS is listening, I pay plenty of freaking taxes. All right.
Facts.
So yeah, Becca, she is a heavy Googan affiliate. Like, she's been to many Googan weeks.
Yeah,
like,
more than
countless. Me. Yeah, I mean, Googan videos, and then collabing. She's fished with John.
Only Googan week I've been to, I was a camera guy.
I know,
so
that's pretty lame.
We didn't even upload the video.
Didn't put the video out.
I did.
Who the hell was in charge of that video? I wondered. Was Wes Davis? Does he listen to this podcast? Wes listens, right?
I don't know, but Wes. I got some beef with Wes right now.
Yeah, man. Why is that video not out? Guys,
I don't know.
If you guys didn't know, you've heard us talk about it, I know, but that video was so crazy. The fact that nobody's put it out on Googan Squad blows my mind. We almost sank the freaking bass boat that we were in.
Yeah.
Like, we almost died that day.
And
we were close to death.
I bought a
GoPro?
passport.
Oh.
For
pass?
my computer.
A storage device. I was about to
External
say-
storage.
Yeah, got you. Hard drive.
And I bought it specifically for that, and I put all the footage on it. It was $115. Send it. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'll send it back."
Never did.
Never
I
did.
bet you didn't see that $115, did you?
No.
And you lost a GoPro too, right?
It works, but I can't turn it off or on. So if I put a battery on, it's just on, and it's just rolling.
But it works though, at least.
It works, but I have to
right.
function by pulling batteries in and out. So
Yeah.
it's not broke. I still get the job done. But
Yeah. That's weird. Man. Googan, y'all doing this man dirty over here.
It's fun, dude.
Somebody needs to pick up the freaking phone and make this right.
It's fun.
But that video is myself, Yak Pack, Ao, and Norm all in one boat. Can you imagine, like, fishing? Like, that's good content.
and we had a little lunkers in there. Towards the
a little
end.
lunkers, that's
At the
right. At the
yeah.
meetup, there
Just a
was
little
lunkers.
splash, just some lunk.
That's right, just enough. I mean, golly, that video needs to be out.
It needs
We
to
need
be.
to start the movement right now. We need to start harassing the Googan
We
Squad
need to start
channel.
a petition right now.
I want everybody to go to Googan Squad's channel and start commenting. Where is the damn video?
My mic was probably dead the whole time. There's just no audio.
We got we got nothing. We think it was good
visual.
content, but it's probably terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to call me back. No, dog, it's too late. I
Nah,
waited
you done
for
missed
you.
your chance,
I
man.
waited for you.
But what do you think about fishing with Becca?
I think she's been one of the most consistent people on this list.
Yeah.
I just think for whatever reason, she still hasn't caught that big break yet. And I think that's all it is. It's like, I think it's a lot like show business in Hollywood. A lot of it's just circumstantial. Like, you just meet the right people and you're around the right people and you're in the right region, and it just is a better scenario. She lives in the Northeast.
Yeah,
She doesn't have open water all year round.
Facts.
It gets cold as hell. The bite gets tough. The fish aren't as big. There's just a lot of factors,
Yep.
Well, some of the saltwater fish obviously are huge.
Right.
But I mean, like the freshwater, which is where my mind always goes. I think her consistency is like top notch. The likability is good. The potential is the only thing left to be seen. And that's just, like I said, we're just going to have to. I want to see her get a big break. I want to see a video go hard, or a video or two like pop off.
That would be
and
cool.
see what she can do with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's also in a really tough spot. Let's just be honest for a second. She's a female angler who's not wearing a bikini. So that's tough. That's a tough world to be in for a woman. I mean,
It's tough.
Let's just be honest for a second. That's tough.
It
You know
really
what I mean?
is.
It's going to be tougher than it will be for me or you. And that's
I hate
just
it.
I hate it because I wish there was something I could do, but
Maybe she should just strap a mustache on.
fishing
Fishing with Brent.
Yeah, maybe.
Ride it out.
I don't
See
know.
what happens.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Becca. If you're listening, we love you. We hope nothing but the best for anybody on this list. As a matter of fact, there's nobody on this list that I would say I do not like.
No, I think she's one of the most likable on the list.
Yeah, I think her likability and consistency are really up there. It's literally a matter of, can she take it to the next level?
Yeah.
And it may not even be her fault why it hasn't happened yet. It's just, will it happen?
Yeah.
And I hope it does. Really, truly hope it does.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take over number 7 as well, because this is somebody who really fits the mold for what we're trying to rank here as a Googan affiliate. I think he's been a Googan affiliate longer than anybody on this list.
Yep.
Now that I'm looking at it. So as far as like consistency and loyalty, which is one thing we should have added, like loyalty to the brand.
Yep.
This man has been loyal.
Really?
Okay. And that is Senor Bass Fishing. Now, I know you guys have seen him. He has been to a ton of Googan Weeks over the last 4 years. He's been to more than I have.
Really?
I mean, he has been probably 20, 25 Googan Weeks.
Woo.
I mean, he's there all the time. Now, not so much more anymore.
I know we have him this low because he's a Spanish-speaking.
And that's where I was going to get to. Let's get to his stats first.
I want to see his stats. That's what I was going to say. Let me see them stats.
Let's get some accomplishments before we start tearing people down. I'm joking.
Okay.
So he's got 320,000 subscribers, which is incredible considering it's a Spanish-speaking channel, which means his audience is very nuanced. That's 531 videos. That's a pretty good.
What's his last video view count?
I don't have that. I think he's doing okay though.
I think it's better than we think.
No, I don't think it's bad at all. Of course, we don't have service in this building, as you guys should know. I'll try to pull it up. But, so Senor, the reason he is low on this list, like you said, here we go. Here's a couple new videos. One he put out yesterday has got 15K, but it's still young. It's going to grow some. 21K, 28K, 34K.
Dude,
30,
he might
30K.
be higher, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so based on views alone and size of channel, I mean, those are pretty good looking numbers for the wintertime.
I think
a fishing channel. But here's the thing.
Okay.
And I love Senor. This man, I'm telling you, he's the nicest man.
I've never met him, so.
He's the sweetest man. He's just a good human being. He's got a heart of gold. And he's a hard-ass worker.
Really?
Hard worker. He shows up, he will work until it's time to go home. He's not going to say, I'm hungry, Yep. It's 8 o'clock, I'm hungry. He's going to work. He's not going to say anything. He's going to be funny on camera. He's great on camera. He's incredibly funny. The guys love him.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him. Like, there's not one person out there that I know who has ever said a bad word about Senor.
We should start some beef.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Coming for you, Senor.
I know he'll see this, and man, he knows how much I love him. But yeah, so okay, let's get back to the Spanish-speaking element here, because this is a big element. All right, the reason he is not higher is because that's tough. That's tough. Because me and him have talked about this before, like collabing.
Yeah.
It's like, how is that going to work? Because if I were to say, if I were to collab with him and send my viewers his way, right? That's the point of a collab. Yeah. We want to share viewers. We want to expose our viewers to maybe somebody that they haven't seen yet.
Right.
And hope that they like that person too. My audience is, 95%, probably maybe higher than that, English speaking.
Yep.
Like is their primary language. Now, within some of those people, there's some bilingual people. There's plenty of people that can speak Spanish nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say like there's 20% of my audience, which is way too high, that can at least understand Spanish.
Probably 10.
Probably, yeah. That's a problem because that affects his overall ability to be huge. You know what I mean? Because... And I don't know what you do in that scenario. I mean, I
think you're sleeping on him, dude.
I might be, and he has closed captioning too, right? I'm sure he's got subtitles.
Not even that, but I think you're sleeping on how big bass fishing is in Mexico.
Now you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. It's an entire culture in Mexico. Yeah. That is a fact. 'Cause I've been there, and they're bass fishing crazy,
dude. And if you can get 30, 40K views,
that's true.
3 times a week,
that's powerful.
I think he deserves to be. What is he on?
He's 7, but I mean, there's always room in these lists.
He could be 6 or 5.
He could squeeze into that top 5.
I think so.
Looking at the rest of the list, he certainly. In fact, we may have made a huge mistake, like we normally do.
We typically do.
But I mean, that's part of the deal. Well, to say your piece, the little that you know about him, say what do you feel about him? You think he's too low?
I think he's too low. I think he's under. Let me think. I think he's underrated by this list. I think.
Yeah, he could be ahead of the next 2 people probably.
I've heard a lot of stories.
It could be argued.
Yeah.
What kind of stories have you heard?
Heard he's just the kind of guy, like if you blow out a tire, he'll be there to fix a tire for you.
Didn't I tell you that story?
Yeah, you did. I was just trying to be cool.
Yeah, he literally saved my ass one time. I blew out a small trailer tire, and he had a little portable air compressor in his truck, and he was the only person around. Yep. He's like, "Oh, I got you, amigo." And he comes up, blows my tire up, sends me on my way. I'm just like, "Dude, you're awesome." In fact, he was the one who inspired me to keep a small, like little electric air compressor in my vehicle at all times now because it's just so useful, and I've used it like a dozen times.
Yep.
So, it's just tough, man.
It is tough, and I do see that you're saying there is a cap.
So look at the criteria. Likability, off the charts.
Yep.
Consistency is there because he's been doing this forever. Potential.
There's a
how
cap.
high can your potential be if your audience is only speaking a certain language, and the main audience that's made YouTube fishing so big is American. English speaking, right? Like for the most part.
And does GOOGAN ship to Mexico?
I think we do now, but there was a time when we did not.
And I'm sure there's like certain sections of Mexico that we don't ship to.
Probably.
I mean, there's some shady things going on
There's
down
some places
there.
in Mexico that you just don't need to go.
Mm.
But the fishing is dope, though. I caught my PB there, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, you did.
I caught a fat Sally.
Yeah.
9/11, bro.
Yeah.
That was a thick fish. Rackley in the boat was going wild.
Yeah, he was. That's the loudest I've ever seen him.
He was so hyped, man, and we were both hyped. But
I love how I talk like I know these guys, but I've never met.
You've met Rackley.
I've met them like in passing, and I was your camera guy, and they were like,
yeah, I get it.
yeah.
You met them in a different way than I did, for sure. But it doesn't mean it's a better or worse. It's just a different way.
Right.
Just a different path.
Right.
Well, we love you, Senor, no matter what, whether you were too low on this list or not. We're still going to love you, and I hope you had a good Christmas with your lovely family. But I'm going to pass it back to you for number, what are we on? 6, 7, 6. Number 6.
Number 6 coming in. And this is when we start getting to some bigger creators.
We are, from here on out, we're
Big
pretty
boys.
much big boys from here on out. Well, not like Senor wasn't, but now we're, yeah. The top 5 is loaded. The top 5 is loaded.
Yeah, Senor, you're right up there with it, man.
You're right there.
So, coming in, Yak Pack.
Yak Pack.
Got to give it to him.
Yak Sack.
There it is.
I've just been calling him that forever. I don't even know if he knows I call him that. It's not like a bad thing. It just clicked in my head one day, Yak Sack. Well, me and Norm used to make up dumb nicknames for everybody back in the day, so we had a dumb nickname for everybody. Like
Right.
mine was like Blowjo or something like that. You know?
Nice.
So-
What'd you call Norm?
I can't ever remember because he has such a simple name. I don't think he had a nickname,
Well,
but everybody else did. Anyways, Yak Sack, continue. Thighs of Steel.
Thighs of Steel.
The thighs alone should have got him in the top 5 probably.
It really does. It really brings a new element to the channel. If you haven't noticed, when you run in a GoPro a lot, especially in a kayak, you get a lot of thigh angle, and he took full advantage.
That was the strat.
That was the strat, and he has built his livelihood off of it, and I would have too. But I will. The one thing about Yak is he has posted so many videos, and at one point he was posting like every day.
Oh no, multiple times. He was doing 30-day upload challenges back before it was like normal.
Yeah, he was
he
going
did that
hard.
several times. So
yeah.
he's put out 551 videos. I think that's the most so far, right?
That is a lot of videos.
It's a lot of content. 178. You're about to catch him, by the way. 178,000. You're at 176. That's cool.
That's crazy.
You know, his last few videos have done okay. I mean, hasn't been crazy. It is winter time, so you got to keep that in mind with a fishing channel. I mean, the views are going to be a little bit lower on average right now than they will be in like May, June, July, August. You know.
Yep.
But yeah, Yak Pack. He's got a ton of content. So consistency.
He's very consistent.
It's up there. I mean, likability. He's a regular guy.
Yep.
He's an everyday kind of guy. That's kind of what I wanted to build my channel like. Like, I'm just a regular guy trying to fish.
Yep.
I think he does that well, conveys that I'm a regular guy. I'm not a pro fisherman. I'm just a dude in a pond trying to catch a big fish, you know. So why is he not in the top 10?
What you mean?
Oh, excuse me, in top 5. I completely blanked. Yeah. You're just like, oh my God, he is in the top 10. You looked at me like I was nuts.
What you mean, dog? I don't think it's a reason of why he's not. I think there's just some bigger affiliates that are coming in that have just been
Done
a little
more.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat one way or another.
I think the one thing about Yak, though, is he is 100% Yak 100% of the time. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He doesn't put a filter on for anybody.
No.
And you could say the same thing about people like Rob, you know, there's just there's no filter anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, you appreciate that. You appreciate people that just shoot you straight no matter what.
Right. So,
you know, me and him have collabed many times over the years. He was one of my first collabs.
really?
Norm was my first, but Yak had to be
First 3.
second or third.
Yeah.
He had to be because, you know, we were coming up at the same time. In fact, our channels really mirrored each other for a while.
Yeah.
I caught a break before he did, obviously. I've caught a couple breaks. I mean, you know, I've rode a couple different big waves. That I just got really fortunate. Right place, right time. He missed a couple of those waves, which is why, like people like Norm and Yak, we all started at the same time with the same amount of subscribers. So there's different reasons why we all ended up in different places. And it wasn't like I outworked them or anything like that. It's all just circumstantial. It's all about, like we said, consistency. That's a huge thing. So he's had that, man. He's got the likability. Potential, I think, is there. I mean, he's got all the connections. He knows everybody. We all know who he is.
Yep. There's just peaks and valleys in views. I think now he's at like a lower view count, but it's wintertime fishing.
Wintertime. He's experimenting with other types of content too on his channel, like off-road type stuff, Can-Am, like Braden Price type stuff.
That's one thing that I've learned working for you, as you keep a pretty steady head. Like when the views are really, really hot, it feels good. But when the views are low, you're like, everybody has dips, and you just keep on chugging.
Right. You don't get too high, don't get too low mentally.
Yeah.
You just kind of,
do what you can, and the rest is out of your control.
Yeah. Put your head down, show up to work every day, and hope that good things happen. And sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. I mean, I wish there was a secret, but I don't think there is.
No.
I think it's just being able to be dedicated and almost obsessed with something to where you want to do it every day.
Yep.
And then if you can then do it every day, or at least a little bit every day, like thinking about it, planning, strategizing, trying to make your channel better. So.
Yeah, Yak will bounce back this spring and summer. His views will probably be higher than mine.
Yeah, they'll probably be right there with everybody else's. So you've collabed with him a lot, so we know him quite well.
He's a cool guy. He's
good guy.
He'll do anything for anybody.
He would do anything for his friends, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that man is loyal.
He'd probably kill somebody for his friends.
Yeah, I feel like
he'd probably commit just straight murder. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like, dude, loyalty through the freaking roof.
Yeah, if somebody picked on Norm, they would be dead.
Oh, my gosh. If Yak was there, you're straight getting bulldog drugged down to the ground, just tackled.
You're dead.
And if he tackles you with those legs, I mean,
dude,
you might
put you in a leg lock.
You might as well just tap out, man.
Oh, man.
Who was the person we had him matched up to fight in our little fight pod? Come on, we had a really good matchup for him. Milliken.
Was that him?
Yeah, Yak Pack and Milliken. That'd be a great fight.
It would, dude.
That'd be a great fight. We got to organize those fights one day.
We do.
We had some fire matchups.
Yeah.
Dude, Rob and Flair, was that one?
Yeah, me and Norm.
You and Norm. That'd be a good fight if Norm could learn how to fight. He may know. I don't know. He might know freaking jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he
for all I
probably
know.
knows so
He
much.
could probably just put us in a headlock and
Norm
just put us to
seems
sleep.
like a low-key like Yoda or something, just a master of all trades behind closed doors.
He certainly
Buys
could be.
Pokemon cards
He's
and stuff.
a Pokemon master for sure.
Yeah.
Meaning he stops every time he comes here. He's an hour late because he just stops at a random Walmart and does Pokemon shopping for an hour.
Yeah, he's not a master of time.
He's not a master of being on time.
Yeah,
Some people, dude, they're just never on time, and you just learn to accept it. And Norm is one of those guys.
Yeah.
But anyways, Yak Pack coming in at number 6. All right, so we've got number 5 here, but I would like to make a note here. I've written the list down wrong. I am a complete garbage human being, and I probably should be reprimanded at some point in time.
Agreed.
Doing this.
Yeah.
So let me just backtrack just for a second. I meant to put, who did we just do? Yak?
And Senor.
Yak was supposed to be 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Senor was supposed to be 6 instead of 7.
And all right, who's number 7?
So number 5 technically, but would have been number 7 if I had written it down correctly, is Weston Smith.
Weston Smith.
Weston mother-frickin' Smith.
That mother-frickin' Smith.
So let's just go ahead and get one thing out of the way. The consistency's been there because this man has put out 641 videos.
Ooh.
That's more than Yak. So that means he has been putting out content like almost nobody else on this list.
That is quite incredible.
And he's got 45,000 subscribers. So, a little bit lower than you'd like to see for that amount of uploads. But once again, so the way I look at Weston, once again, let's just go through our criteria here. Likability. I mean, everybody likes Weston, right? I mean, for the most part. As far as like people collabing with him, the GOOGAN squad.
I haven't ever heard anything bad about him.
Me neither. I mean, he's got a couple haters, but we all do out there, in the real world.
Yeah.
Consistency is like off the charts if he's put out that much content.
Yep.
And once again, I kind of put him in a Becca category.
Yep.
Like we've seen the consistency, the likability is there, the connections are there with the GOOGAN squad, GOOGAN weeks, collabs, all this stuff is happening. The only thing that remains is that potential.
Yep.
And that potential is a big one because potential to me means how much can you push it this year, like in 1 year? How much can you grow?
Yep.
How many subscribers can you gain? How many views can you gain? How many people can you reach? So that's where, once again, I don't think he's ever been able to catch a break. I think it might be as simple as the algorithm, for some reason, is just not in love with his channel. You always hear me say that about your channel, like the algorithm's in love with your channel right now. It's not in love with Weston's channel.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to, it's a big machine, so I don't know how to fix it. I mean,
it's so weird, dude.
I've got a lot of experience, and so do you, and so does he with the machine.
Yep.
The algorithm is what we're talking about when we say the machine. But it's not an exact science.
No.
And you can't apply the same things to different channels and it work the same. It's just,
Yeah.
For some reason, that's been what's held him back, I guess. I don't even like saying that, but because everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, so the visibility, but that overall numbers have just never really hit hard.
It's such a
like you'd
weird
like it to.
thing because I feel like every creator, when you say the words algorithm, there's just like a sinking feeling in your chest because it's something above the way we think and we can't quite grip it, and we're putting our livelihoods in the hand of this like all-powerful algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
Like, and
it's intimidating.
And even when you get 500,000 subscribers or 176,000 subscribers, it's still like every time you upload a video, there's still a little bit of you like, oh, YouTube, please don't do me dirty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. You never want the train to end. You never want it to stop.
Such a weird thing, dude.
It is a weird thing. I mean, he's been in so many GOOGAN episodes. Like, if Senor's been to 20 GOOGAN weeks, Weston's had to have been to at least that many.
Yeah.
I mean, because if there's one in Texas, he can go because he lives there.
And everybody, the cool thing is, like with creators like Becca and Weston, is I've been where they have been very recently.
Yeah.
And you spend these years, and if you can think in your head that all you're doing is practicing for whenever you do catch that break, you know what I'm saying? Like they know how to make a video.
That's probably a good way to look at it. You just practice it until something crazy happens.
Because it's going to happen. If you stick with it, it's going to happen.
You would think so. That's the frustrating part, though, with those channels in particular, because we've seen so much potential. We just don't understand why it's not happening for them.
Yeah.
Like we said the same thing about Becca. I mean, I don't understand from my side looking in. I don't know what they're doing wrong, because I've been able to succeed on YouTube. And I don't know if what they're doing is any different than what I was doing, So I don't know why. Like it's not just an algorithm. It's an algorithm thing, but it's a people thing. You may line up 1,000 people, right, and let them just look and let them listen to people like Becca and Weston and myself and you. And sometimes people are just going to like one person more. You know what I mean? There's that aspect at play here. Yeah. I always use that example with you because you're just a really likable guy. People like watching you do stuff. As evidence, you good, dog?
I think I just screw stuff up a lot, and people can relate to that. Like my entire
just now,
life is a train wreck, and people are like, "Me too."
Let's
man.
freaking go, Badge. Crash that train.
Crash it again, baby. Fix that train. Crash it.
Okay, so there you go. There's some advice for any creator out there that feels like they haven't gotten enough breaks. Just start messing up some, and we'll just see how that goes. Start filming your mess ups,
royally.
Just be safe, though. Don't kill yourself. Be safe. Yeah. So dying is, even though we joke about how good a content that would be, it would not be good. So let's not do that.
Nope.
So coming in at number 7, but number 5 technically, our good buddy Weston Smith.
Yes. Number 4, Mendak. Mendak Bros.
Well, Mendak Bros is their secondary channel. Mendak Outdoors is their main channel.
Yeah. So we got
because they made a second channel when the whole hunting thing went crazy.
Right. We got John, a.k.a. Daddy69.
Yeah,
and
something like that.
We got old Sam.
And we got Sam. Yep.
So, brothers, I don't know how you guys do that, man.
What,
if
work
me
with your
and my
brother?
brother shared a YouTube,
my gosh. Yeah.
there would be blood, dog.
Well, there might be blood. We don't know.
Yeah.
They might fight all the time.
That's what y'all need to be
know.
putting on Uncut, dude.
Yeah.
Sam and John behind the
That's
scenes.
a great point. If you guys have any arguments or if y'all fight about stuff, please start filming that and putting it on Uncut Outdoors.
Fuel
please.
family issues for monetization, because it always ends great if you mix those two.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Taking advantage of family and just stacking money.
Deteriorating relationship and big bags, baby. That's what your name of your Uncut should be. Anyways, Great channel.
Oh, let me get some stats up going here while you talk.
Great channel. I love how these guys are just pure outdoorsmen.
They are pure out. That's a great way to describe
they'll,
it. Pure
they'll
outdoorsmen.
shoot a pheasant, and they'll
go ice fishing.
Ice fish a walleye. I've seen them like with frog gigs. I'm going to get roasted for saying frog gig, but for gigs, hitting like pike.
Oh, really?
Big ice hole.
Dang. That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
By the way, we have a custom trident like gig that's like this big as the head with like 20 different spikes that are like this long and that thick. Custom made, ready to go do some catfish gigging in my pond.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Custom made. Daryl secured it for me. Neighbor Daryl.
Daryl.
And an otter trap, too. So that otter bastard is done.
He's deader than dead.
Well,
dog.
we're going to relocate him because you got to get a tag to kill him.
grave.
I don't want to. Well, you know, on camera, we're going to relocate him to a much nicer place. Let's just put it that way. Game wardens are just like, they just got their little pen and pad. They're just like, oh, you bastard. Don't worry, we're not going to break the law. My neighbor is a retired game warden, so he keeps me up to date with all the laws.
And
so
he eats otters, baby.
And we eat otters. Like, dude, can you imagine Daryl cooking an otter? He could make it good.
He could cook anything, dude.
I've got a bunch of stuff for you to try, by the way, that he's made for me. But back to our
Sweet.
list. Mendak Bros. We actually had them on the podcast, or we had John on the podcast recently.
They
when
seem
hunting
like the boys,
happened.
man.
Dude, you would get along so well with John. Maybe probably Sam too, but I just know John a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I think you'd get along with John tremendously.
Yeah.
He's got the same kind of sense of humor as
A
you.
little dry.
Real dry, but can just make me laugh at will. Just saying random dumb stuff. You know?
like that.
And because I love to laugh. So
Yeah, you do.
yeah, John's awesome, but Sam's cool too. And Sam's kind of he's got his own element that he brings to the channel. But yeah, like you said, I love the fact that they're all around outdoorsmen, not just fishing, not just hunting. It's just whatever the season is, that's what they're doing.
It's pretty
I really
cool.
respect that.
It's well-rounded channel. I think. I don't know why their videos don't get more views.
That's what. So okay, yeah. So
Probably
that's
because
why
they're hunting related.
that don't help, and they're not bass fish. They're not catching big bass, and we know people love little green fish. I don't know what it is, but largemouth bass out of a pond, it's just always going to be king.
Yep,
Or
it's
like
the
tournament
tradition.
fishing bass. I mean, so they catch a lot of non-bass species or different kind of bass, and it's hard to hit home runs catching a pike.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. Even the Midwest people, they like bass. They like largemouth bass. I don't know what it is.
They do.
Even same with saltwater. There's a couple saltwater channels that are good, but for the most part, saltwater fishing doesn't necessarily go that hard unless it's like a shark or a Goliath grouper. So it's kind of like that same principle with them. If they had a way to do more like big bass fishing, you think that would kind of like take them over the top? Like if they lived in like the South where there are big bass that are plentiful. I think that would make a huge difference to some of these channels.
Wood
like
duck hunting
too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely
if they lived
think
in a
so.
southern climate, I think that would help.
I would
them
like
more.
to see that. See how that looked. They just have so much like ice fishing and stuff, and like
They love that way of life, so I'm sure they don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Because they're getting paid to do what they do and every normal day. So I mean, that's great.
I don't know, man. I like them though. I do.
Yeah, I do too.
I think they're cool.
One thing we haven't really been saying about these people is like how they're tied to Guggen, but I just figure that really doesn't need to be said. I mean, obviously, John was Flair's cameraman at one time. That's how he got his start. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, so he was
like,
working with Flair.
vaguely.
In fact, I think he was, he works with bucks, I'm sure, and ducks still, and
Yeah.
he's like an ambassador for them. So he's an all-around Guggen guy. Because I kind of consider bucks and ducks to be under the Guggen umbrella, or like all in there together, Cause
We're
it's-
all under Flair Daddy in the
Right.
end of the day.
Right. So Flair loves them, so if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
If Flair loves them, you probably love them. So yeah, dude, they're great. So likability through the roof, consistency. Oh, I didn't do their stats. They don't have a lot of subscribers technically. They got 183,000,
Okay.
but 476 videos, so not quite as much content as some of the people on this channel, but still good. I mean, once you've made a few hundred videos on YouTube, that's pretty good. You know, but I think, like we just said, the hunting content probably slows their channel growth down a little bit.
Yeah, it does, just because the algorithm, like we were saying.
Yeah, and the non-bass fishing mixed in with that
Yep.
is just kind of like another ding against them. I
Yep.
mean, I think it's awesome, but for some reason, it just doesn't resonate to like really popular YouTube videos. Even though I'm sure they've had some that have popped off.
Yeah.
But you know as well as I do, you need like a lot of videos to pop off to really you need to start like getting consistent pop-offs.
Yeah.
If you can, like, that's why summer is so key for us. Not even summer, just like March through September. It's like when it's warm, we have to just put out content and hope that 1 out of every 3 just hits, or 1 out of every 5 or whatever, and just keep throwing content out, as much as we possibly can. It's like the strategy. So they do like truck camping stuff too, like van, Sub-Zero van camping and stuff. Like I saw one of their most recent videos was like
that thing looked dope.
It looks incredible. I'd stay in there with them.
Yeah,
a two-man van.
The old daddy.
Yeah,
6 whatever.
Daddy 69 van. Yeah, oh yeah. Grandpa Tickles.
Yeah, that's John.
Grandpa Tickle van.
Yeah. There we go.
But yeah, coming in at number 4, I feel really good about where they are. I like them in the top 5. I think the rest of the list is actually done right.
I do too. I feel very confident.
There is one more. There's one more on the list. It's a little controversial, but luckily, I get to kick it back to you for that.
Number 3, Dustin Connell.
Oh, DC
man.
Fishing.
Yeah. He makes bags and he poops on trees.
He poops during $1 million tournaments.
That's right. He literally poops on his opponents.
Now, let me ask you this. Why is he so high? Because that number 3 is high. He's ahead of Mendak, Yaksak, and Senor.
I would say he is that high strictly on this creator is not limited to just YouTube. I think there's a lot of eyes on him when he's out there.
I would agree.
Winning that Red Crest. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that big tournament that he won on YouFollow. Yeah, no, I would agree with you. Like, because if we're looking at his numbers on face value by themselves, you're just like, wait a second, he shouldn't be on this list because I'm not. He's got 43,000 subscribers, but only 92 videos.
And how many views? He's doing decent, like 20.
I don't know.
20, 30. You don't have service, but he's doing decent.
Yeah,
They're
he's
not
doing
terrible.
good. So here's what I would say. And of course, we just had him on the podcast recently to talk about everything. That was really cool that he joined us. And he uses GOOGAN baits for tournaments. So that's why he's a GOOGAN affiliate. But I'm going to put him that high because we already know the likability and consistency's there. I mean, he's a freaking pro. And now he's got camera guy, editor, all that whole thing. So we know the content's going to come.
Yep.
And it is unique because it's big tournaments. And he can actually win them.
Yep.
So, like, we're talking about, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars of payouts, if not even, like, $1 million on the big tournaments. So, a guy that can actually win those tournaments, and he's a GOOGAN affiliate who also makes YouTube videos, you got to give that, there's some credit there. You know what I mean? Plus, he just started, like, this year, I think, or last year.
Fact.
So, he's very new to the YouTube space. So, his potential, to me, is through the roof. Because, like you said, now he can, if he ever starts filming, like, non-tournament videos that can actually, like just normal stuff that like me and you would do, like challenges or 1v1, like did like him and Wheeler doing 1v1s because they're such good friends. And
that would be so funny.
Yeah, like if they ever start doing stuff like that, YouTube's in trouble. The algorithm's in trouble.
Yep.
Because those kind of videos could go dummy hard.
Dummy.
So I do think, he could be considered a little high being ahead of
the thing is we're ranking
guys.
GOOGAN affiliates, not GOOGAN YouTubers. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's true. And he's got a whole nother element. He's got a whole nother element that those guys don't have.
YouTube is his side hustle.
Correct.
So
yeah, pooping is his real hustle.
He's in there.
Bowel movements.
Bowel movements. Call that boy BC. Didn't even make sense.
No, but I love it. But yeah, he was great on the podcast. We look forward to having him in the future. Maybe we can mention this to him that he made our top 10 list.
Yeah.
He probably actually doesn't listen to the podcast. He's
He
listens. Yeah, no, I saw that one.
He listens.
No, he said he was a big fan of the show. In fact, everybody I talk to who I don't know is a fan of the show always tells me that. So I think we got people listening and we just don't even realize. Like big creators are listening to this podcast.
Really?
In this space. Yeah, I think so.
Who else do we have?
Well, I don't want to spoil. Well, we could say it. We got John B coming on in a podcast like soon.
He listens?
I don't know.
That's
about
a
him.
hard no.
He's got a lot of crap. He's got a lot of stuff going on right now. I mean, he's got a pregnant wife.
Retirement.
They're looking for a due date.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Well, he's definitely scaled back his production of videos, so he's probably close to retirement.
If I was him, I would be there.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to prove? What else is there to do?
Yeah, I would just.
He's done everything. He's. Well, we could do a whole video.
We're going to talk with John. So if you
we're gonna just stay tuned to this podcast. Make sure you're subscribed, following, whatever, And that way you don't miss the John B podcast, which should be coming probably right after this one. So,
but yeah, moving on from that.
Yeah.
What you think about number 2? What do we got over there?
I think number 2 and number 1 is a coin flip. I think.
I don't think so.
Well, now that I said that,
I think it's pretty.
It would have been a coin flip earlier, but right now it's not really a coin flip anymore. But I'll let you do number 2 because wait, you just did number 3? Let me do number 2. You can do number 1. Number 2, we got our good buddy Jiggin with Jordan. And this one probably is going to take a lot of people by surprise. A lot of people out there probably didn't know he was a GOOGAN affiliate.
Yep.
But now, and here's the thing: we don't know. I don't dive into people's personal, like I don't get super personal with people and ask like, hey, what kind of contract do you have with GOOGAN? You know what I mean? I don't ask those kind of questions because that's none of my business.
That's personal.
So I don't know for a fact he is collecting a check from GOOGAN, but you saw in a video recently
that boy was coded up.
He was plugging GOOGANsquad.com and he mentioned a code that was unique to him.
Yep.
So that can only mean that he is in some way, shape, or form an affiliate of GOOGAN.
Yeah.
Now he's going to GOOGAN Weeks. He's been on this podcast many times. He's collabed with us. So, well, we haven't collabed. I've collabed with him. Yeah, we went to his house.
Yeah, dude.
I'm stupid. I'm at the end of my rope I'm just sick as a dog.
Stop.
But yeah, I mean, do we even need to pull up his stats? I mean,
he's the biggest by
a landslide.
10x at least.
I mean, 2.97 million. That's 3 million people he got to push a button.
Gosh, I hate that. I hate that guy.
574 videos. So he's about average with everybody else and has just, like you said, 10x'd most people.
Yep.
I mean, 100x. I mean, it's ridiculous. And he's been able to do it a few different ways. That's why I've always loved Jiggin, is because he never got pigeonholed into one thing very long.
Yeah, he adapts.
He adapted.
He stays on top.
He was a fisherman for a while and killed it.
Yep.
Then he was in underwater diving for a while, killed it. Then he got that little backyard pond with the giant bass in it, so kind of back to the fishing realm, but in a different way, because this is like fish keeping. That's 3 different things. Killed that, millions of views. Now his most recent, like where he is now, I'm not sure. Now he's just kind of doing whatever he wants, I think, content-wise.
He's kind of in this weird in-between.
Yeah.
I think there's probably something big on the horizon we just don't know about.
Yeah, probably.
He'll come in next summer, dude. He's going to come in and just drop, and we're going to be like, oh.
And he's dropping a podcast soon, too.
How soon?
Well, it's got to be soon. The set's built. I saw it.
It's got to be soon. It looks good.
It's sick. It pisses me off. Their set pisses me off. Jig and I am pissed off the fact that you went that hard on your podcast.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Douchebag.
How dare you challenge us that hard?
Yeah. Why do you beat us before you start? Selfish.
No, that table with it kind of looks like this table. It's a little smaller, obviously, because this is a donkey. But he's got like the scuba tanks in there behind like plexiglass or something. It's so dope, man.
Yeah.
It's sexual.
He is always on top of the game. And the cool thing about Jig is he didn't get 3 million subs and stick his nose up in there.
He did not. Nope.
He's talking with me.
Yeah.
He was talking with me before I had 100K.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
And he's hyping.
Yeah.
He hypes me up all the time. Like I'll have a text. He'll be like, "Dude, you're gonna be bigger than anybody or all the people you look up to." And like,
really, that's what I say to you all the time. That's funny.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
He'll hit me.
He's
with
a
that.
super nice guy too. He's so supportive, man. He's just the kind of friend you want to have because
dude.
he will hype you up, gas you up, and get you to elevate you. Like that's what a good friend or like a good wife or whatever. That's what they do is they can elevate you.
You gassed me up hard the other day. Called me. It was
I did.
A private conversation, but after you talked to me, I went on a run because I was just so hyped. I was like, all right.
He just like sprinted out your front door, busted
Wife
through the
is
door.
like, what's going on?
You're just running down the street.
Testosterone.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm so confident.
So now, okay, everybody's going to say, well, why is he not number 1? Because he's got a huge channel. Massive. I mean, the most amount of viral videos anybody I've ever met, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I would agree.
Maybe D Almighty maybe have a beat because we've fished with him too. But
in
our lane, in the fishing lane, nobody's gotten that many views that quickly. I don't think.
Yeah,
nobody's rose as fast as he did.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
I'm just kidding.
Watch your back, Jiggin. With that's your real name.
That's your. Nice.
Well, the reason why he's number 2, I think you would agree with me. And it'll all make sense once we reveal number 1.
Yep.
But He's number 2 because the whole potential factor. Because there's also a possibility that GOOGAN has tapped out his viral video making because he's done so many.
Yeah.
There's a chance that his best days are behind him. You know, is that a fair statement?
I
said there's a chance. I said there's a chance.
I think it's a low chance.
I think there's and look, we mean in the fishing world. That's what I mean. In the fishing world, we got to keep bringing people back. We're not talking about his channel overall. We're talking about fishing realm, GOOGAN Squad affiliate. That's what we're talking about.
I could I could see in the fishing, and he was never like a full blown affiliate. It wasn't like a consistent. You know, so
he checked every other box, but yeah, I don't think he ever formally worked for GOOGAN.
Yeah, it was probably a few one-hit things, you know, feeling out things, seeing conversions, seeing all that good stuff. But
everybody should know we love GOOGAN. He's probably he's one of our favorite people
he's one of my
on this planet. So, and his content's one of my favorite on this planet. So, because I could watch him do any of those things. I could watch him do a backyard pond video. I could watch him dive.
I could watch him do
and I could watch him shower.
Yeah. Is that where you were going?
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
I could watch him in the shower.
That boy's manscaping hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a big manscape guy.
Yeah, big time.
So he's probably shaved from head to toe, baby. Just a little hairless man. You know how we feel about little hairless men. Anyways, we probably should move on before we say something we're going to regret and our wives start questioning us. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it back to you, man, for number 1. I think it's only right that you should do the number 1.
Number 1.
Oh, God. Are we there yet?
We are there.
I'm so scared.
An hour later, potentially the greatest GOOGAN affiliate of all time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So we're talking about past, present, potential future, likability, consistency, just the whole bag. This man's got the bag. Is that what you're telling me?
This is a bagged up man.
This is a baggy man. Okay. All right.
Without further ado, Norm.